I'm Sierra Sanders. I have gone to this church my whole life. It's going to be about 23 years. I honestly think I started coming to church probably the Sunday after I was born. And this church has been my family growing up. I think I took that for granted a little bit. Not that just this being my church family, but like God. Like I knew I had God and I was here all the time, and that was that, and life was good. I had a really good childhood growing up. Life was, you could say, perfect. It wasn't perfect, but in the eyes of a kid who had everything she could ask for in life at the time, life was pretty good. December 7th, 2017 happened. I was 17 years old, a senior in high school. I had my life planned out. I was going to go into education. I had already applied and been accepted into New Mexico State. And then we had our school shooting. And that was one of the hardest and worst days of my life. I just remember questioning God, and everything that mattered or that seemed wrong in life up until that point didn't matter anymore. And I was really angry. I was really upset. I didn't know why it had happened or why God would put us through something like that. We were getting evacuated from my classroom, and they had a barricade of police officers out there. And I looked at every single one of them in the face. And I saw Matt Markle, and he's a member of this church. And the second I saw him, a familiar face, and he looks at me and he says, "Sierra, are you okay?" I knew I was safe at that point, and I knew I could let my guard down and I would be okay. But I still was so angry and so upset. And in the days after that, they were super emotional, trying to figure out like what life was going to be after that, because at the time it just seemed so numb. And I remember 2 days after the shooting, I have the Bible up on my phone, and the verse of the day came up, and it was Romans 8:18. "For I consider that the sufferings of the present time are not worth comparing with the glory that is going to be revealed to us." And that memory verse has stuck with me ever since then, because there was a lot of suffering going on in that time. But no matter how upset I was with God, He never left me during that. And then because of the shooting, I changed career paths and ideas. I started exploring and asking questions about law enforcement, because for me on that day, it was the first responders there who had the greatest impact on my life and made me feel the most safe on the worst day ever. And then I had this church family to lean on. I remember the night of the shooting, there was a gathering here, and I have this picture, and we're all just hand in hand. I don't know how many people were here, probably 100 or so people were here, just hand in hand praying. And so ever since then, this church family has meant more to me than ever before. I continuously lean on this church family for support. And when I went away for college, they were always still here for me, no matter how far away I was. Church shopping, they call it in college, was really hard, because everywhere I go, it wasn't here. It wasn't home. And I found a church home in Las Cruces, but it was never the same. I was always itching to come back home, to be here with this family. And so that's what First Baptist Church Aztec has done for me. And I love this place so much.